I'm Jacqueline Drew Wehe, and this is my Psyc230 film critic assignment. I chose to do my assignment on the movie Fight Club. It came out in 1999. It was based on a 1996 novel of the same name. And I think I first saw it in high school. It's a classic. As everyone knows, the first rule of Fight Club is that you don't talk about Fight Club. The summary of this movie, the movie's told from the perspective of the narrator. And the narrator is never really given a name. You just are, taken along for the ride by this narrator guy. He is an insomniac. He doesn't sleep well. He's depressed. He's just unsatisfied with life. He's got a lot of sadness. He goes to different support groups for conditions that he doesn't have as his own personal form of therapy. And there he meets this woman, Marla, who he realizes actually doing the same thing. So they come up with this agreement of okay, I'll go to these groups, you go to those groups. They've got a deal worked out. Later on a flight, the narrator meets this guy, Tyler, who is a soap salesman. And Tyler is just really kind of upset with the narrator about his lifestyle, the way that he's doing things, viewing things, all that. Later, there is an explosion that ruins the narrator's apartment, just destroys it. So the narrator moves in with Tyler, and they start the Fight Club in their basement. So the Fight Club is where people can come and literally fight. And catches on, becomes pretty popular, even though, the first rule of Fight Club is you don't talk about Fight Club. And Tyler tries to turn it into this thing, Project Mayhem, where they're going around the town, trying to kind of do some backhanded improvements, things like that. The narrator's not okay with this. He's like, this is not what we started together. They get in this big fight about it. And Tyler ends up going missing. Once he's missing for a while, all these, police are involved, things like that. Marla, the woman who's been involved with both of them kind of throughout as a friend to the narrator and, an item with Tyler, she shares that the narrator's name is Tyler. So that's when the audience finds out that the narrator and Tyler are the same person. He has a split personality, also known as dissociative identity disorder. The narrator shoots himself in the mouth. It comes out his cheek. He survives. But that's his way of killing off Tyler, getting rid of Tyler. So, would this meet the DSM-5 criteria of dissociative identity disorder? Well, does Tyler / the narrator have two or more distinct personalities? Yes. The narrator does experience gaps in his memory when he is being, quote, Tyler. The symptoms do seem to cause him distress, impairment in social, occupational, or other areas of functioning. And it's not due to another cultural or religious practice, substance, or another medical condition. As far as we know, the insomnia could play a role. So is this an accurate representation of dissociative identity disorder? Partly, yes. There's confusion, memory gaps, and the narrator believes Tyler, the alter, is separate. But in general, no, it's not accurate. People with dissociative identity disorder are not inherently violent. There's no cause to the DID shown or referenced in the film. It usually stems from childhood trauma, but that's not mentioned at all. You can't have a conversation with your alter, and it sensationalizes DID. So would I recommend it for mental health education? No. But for entertainment, sure. My sources were the DSM-5 and the movie Fight Club.